Well, boys, same day, different park in Bryce Canyon now. There's a hell of a lot more trees out here than there was over at Zion. I'm getting ready to walk the Navajo Loop. It is about 20 degrees colder here than it was at Zion. I've had to break out the jacket. The Rim Trail, Inspiration Point, Dangerous Cliffs, stay on the trail. Oh shit.
Жили, наверное, да, динозавры.
Куда мы идем теперь?
Пойдем туда дальше. Куда по этой пройдем?
Когда пойдем, пойдем дома.
Holy cow, oh my goodness. Whoa. What do you think about that? That is amazing. What did I do with my phone? Did y'all hear what Bananiel said? Holy cow. That is exactly right. This place, it's almost like you're on Mars.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Makes you feel really, really small in the universe.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I felt smaller on Zion than I did here, though. So if you heard me, I said it was about 20 degrees colder here than in Zion. I went from like 60s and me wearing, what? Did I have shorts on?
I think so. Did you?
I don't know.
It was pretty cold at Zion, too.
It wasn't too bad. No, I didn't have shorts on. I think I had a short sleeve shirt. Anyways, it was relatively warm, but here I tried to go out without like pants and a jacket, and I'm glad that I turned around because it was cold as shit. But apparently the reason that it's so much colder there is because of the elevation. Like apparently Bryce Canyon is like between 8,000 and 9,000 feet of elevation.
Mm.
But so right here we're at the top of Navajo Loop.
It was pretty scary. I couldn't. There's that little concrete platform over here, and I could not walk onto it.
It took you a little
It
bit
took
just
me
to
a
walk
while
on
just
that.
to get over there. You
So-
keep seeing me breathing heavy. Can do this.
Did you ever do it?
I think I did.
You did a little bit. So
Sorry. I'm panicky.
There I am, right there, just like I said. Breathing heavy, like, oh my god.
we're trying. Well, Daniel was trying to gather up the courage to go down the Navajo Loop Trail. It was pretty steep. It was
terrifying. Just straight. There's no railing or anything, and it's just I don't know.
like the paths were pretty narrow too,
Mhm.
and for somebody with a fear of heights, I get so you can kind of see right there. Just all that down and through there is the trail, like right below us, and it
Mhm.
goes way down into the canyon there. And I was excited to do that, but we'll get to it another day.
Mm-hmm.
So all of those structures out there, those little columns, apparently those are called hoodoos. That's
I
right.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I
Hoodoo.
didn't either. Like the Black Magic, Nollins, hoodoo. And even though it's called Bryce Canyon, technically this area isn't a canyon. It's like a series of like natural amphitheaters.
Hmm.
The reason it's technically not a canyon is the erosion process didn't start like by a primary stream or whatever. So all of this eroded area and these hoodoos were caused by frost erosion.
Frost erosion.
Frost erosion. Yep. And then afterwards, there was a little bit of stream erosion. But yeah.
So that makes sense because it was really, really cold there. So
Oh yeah.
that's why. Okay.
But yeah, apparently a hoodoo is just like the columns, like the bottom part of those columns there is like a softer sedimentary stone. On top is a harder type of stone, and that's what protects the softer stone below it and what forms the columns.
It's pretty cool.
Thanks, Wikipedia.
I didn't know that. I didn't even cheat off the Wikipedia this time.
Nope, and I'm going to go ahead and close the Wikipedia page so you don't
Try to read straight off it again.
Exactly. So, we're on this little part of the trail for quite a while. We're trying to gather up some courage here. Bananiel is straight up panicking at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad. And I even made a comment at one point, like, are you that cold or are you that scared? Because you were shaking and like breathing and hyperventilating so hard. He said, both.
It's both. It's both. It's very scary. And I can usually conquer fear of heights if I feel like I'll fall and I won't die. But with this kind of trail, I knew that I would just fucking die.
You wouldn't die. It
Yeah.
wasn't like a straight cow's face drop.
It looked
You would
like it.
roll.
I would roll and then die. It would-
You wouldn't die. You would die if there was a mountain lion at the bottom waiting to gobble you up.
yeah, I guess.
So that's called Wall Street, and it's closed due to the trail being shitty. It might be open once we go back out there, though. Do you think if when we go back out, you'll be able to conquer the Navajo Loop?
Oh, absolutely not.
You got this.
But I'm going to try. I'm going to at least get further than right over here. I didn't make it much past the railing without hugging my back to the wall and mean mugging the 6-year-olds that walked by with ease. It's truly,
They were by themselves just a shitting and a getting it.
Yep.
The most of these trails are like interconnected. So the trail that you'll see here in just a minute like connects here with the Navajo Loop, and they make like pretty big trails. And we did not dedicate nearly as much time to Bryce Canyon as what it needed and what it deserved, because we spent like most of the day in Zion, and then how long was it? About an hour and a half drive.
I think so. It wasn't very far.
It was an hour and a
Pretty close.
half maybe, and we stopped about halfway and got us a little bite to eat. What was that place called? Thunderbird.
And that was actually one of the best places that we ate at.
Oh God, it was so good.
Some bison chili, and then there was, what did you get? You got like a, or wait, what did we get?
Mm-mm.
This is
We
the
had sandwiches.
The
Yeah.
sandwiches.
Yep, we had like the roast beef sandwich, and you had the club sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
and the best part was the apple pie.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good. So it was really cool because it was a small restaurant, a little visitor center, a golf course, a 9-hole golf course, and something else. I feel like a hotel.
That's very interesting.
It
little
was.
place.
It's those little shithole places like that. It looked like a shithole too. They are absolutely the best. It was super good.
This view is it's not really doing it justice with the camera here.
No.
It's daunting when you're there. It's very, very scary. You're very high up. It's very cold. It feels like the wind might just blow you off.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a good way. And you're up there and you feel like nothing. All those times my mom said it, I mean, she was right. When I was up
Swear to
here,
God.
I believe her now.
You're the worst. No, you're not. You're the best. And I love you. Anyways, back to the point I was trying to make. After we stopped and ate and did all that stuff, still had to drive on out here, and it just wasn't enough time. We didn't have much sunlight left, and there's a lot to do out here. There's a lot of trails to go on, and it really needed at least 4 to 5 more hours dedicated to it.
Mm-hmm. It would have been worth it.
Oh yeah.
We were at Arches like all day.
All day.
Mhm.
Well, that Arches is going to be a long video too. Probably
Mhm.
double the time of this one. God, Arches was fun. But we'll save the Arches talk for the Arches video.
If we can only get you subscribers to watch these videos for more than 3 minutes, then we'd be all right.
Yeah, what he said.
Exactly.
Jesus. Look at even make it 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Ah. Whatever
You know,
peels your banana.
I just want to say, side note, that one of the dogs shit in here, but they ate it, so I guess it's okay.
I didn't even smell it.
You don't smell it?
No.
Let's see.
Do I have the fucking... God damn you nasty asses. Which one was it?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
At least they clean up after their mess.
They're disgusting. So we've finally made our way back up off of the Navajo Loop. We only got just about 100 feet down, if that, and it became too daunting. And we walked quite a ways. So, we originally started way around there to the right there. And we came down to Sunset Point.
I think so.
There's one called Sunrise Point and one called Sunset Point. And I think this one's called Sunset Point. This is the top of the trail called Queen's Garden Trail. Queen's Garden, once you get down to the bottom of it, this is the one that connects to the Navajo Loop Trail. And it can make like a fairly short to moderate sized and, strenuous, or I guess activity level hike into a long, pretty hard hike, but due to time constraints, don't growl. Y'all hear this? Riven's getting mean. Why are you being hateful, dude? Why are you being hateful?
I'm just fighting over the last piece of dookie, I guess.
I swear to God, these fucking dogs are going to be the death of me. So, we are making our way down the trail. How was you feeling on this one compared to the... Well, obviously you're feeling better about this one because we made it down.
We did it.
Mhm.
Felt way better. It wasn't as scary. There wasn't as many places where I felt like I was going to fall and die. So I enjoyed that. And anytime I did run into places that I felt like I might die, I just started humming and singing in my head. So
It was your safety song.
it was my safety song.
Can you give us an example of what a safety song was?
I don't really remember. What, did I tell you what it was?
No, you were just humming random stuff to get through it.
Yeah, it's like, just stay on the path, just stay on the path. Fuck that little 6-year-old.
So violent. At the end of the day, Bryce Canyon was pretty solid. Those hoodoo formations were beautiful. I like Bryce Canyon a lot. I didn't like the temperature drop, even though I do like the cold pretty good. I was not prepared for the temperature drop.
Nope.
Zion, so cold. Zion?
No. This place
I was
was
about to
so
say.
cold.
Zion was it was so vast. And I feel like it just had a lot more to it. Almost like it was just had more variety. Even though all you really had to do there was hike and stuff too. And look at pretty nature things.
I'm honestly glad that we watched these videos and went over it, because I don't really remember Zion. And I'm not sure if that was, because of the edibles, or if it was because we saw so many nice things. We saw so many nice parks and nice views and we had a lot of nice hikes, but goddamn, I ate 6 of them, so I don't know.
You don't listen to nothing I say.
Yeah.
So don't do it. Proceeds to do it. But that's neither here nor there. We're coming down to the end of Queen's Garden. And this really wasn't that bad of a hike. What really sucked the most was my knee.
Oh, yeah.
My knee was fucking killing me. And it didn't hurt on level ground. It didn't hurt on ascending territory. But when we were going downhill, every step felt like my right knee was going to just explode. And if I kept the sound for most of these like hiking videos, you would hear me going, huh, oh goddamn, huh, all the time. It's ridiculous, and it's fine now. But while we were out there and walking and hiking and stuff, it about killed me.
Yep. For a bunch of the trail, it was the whole time, wasn't it?
Mhm.
It started, didn't
It
it?
did-
Start around this time.
It started here. It started
went
going
the
down
entire time.
the Queen's Garden Trail. It didn't do anything in Zion, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
But from here to the end of the trip, my knee about killed me. Was there anything that you didn't like about Bryce Canyon?
How cold it was. How scared I was to do the trail. I felt really bad for you because you really wanted to do it and you had no fear.
Yeah, but we're in this together.
And I made you not do it, so
You'll get
I
it.
didn't like that. I didn't like that we didn't spend enough time there because there was so much we could have done, and it was just really, really pretty. And
Well, we're going to use that as a learning experience. Next time we go somewhere, we have to dedicate more time to these parks to do the stuff that we want to do, and we got to do a little more research. Because had we known that we needed to take a shuttle to get up into the northern part of the park, that could have been a whole different story, and we might not have even had time to go to Bryce Canyon.
mm-hmm.
You know what I didn't like about Bryce Canyon?
What's up?
The trip between Moab and fucking Arches was a 4-hour drive on the awfulest back roads that there ever was, with no gas stations.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere to stop. It was 4 hours. I'm glad I got gas before we left here, because I was hungry and I was thirsting to death.
Mm-hmm. It was rough, and
Didn't you sleep the whole way there?
you know I probably did.
Of course.
Just because I was trying to be a good wingman, which usually I am. Usually I fall asleep and give you peace of mind for a little bit, and that's my way of being a good wingman. There's nothing around in Utah. It's just so much just open expanse of nothing. You won't find any stores, gas stations. They're just few and far between. It was so bad that we looked it up to find out why, and we found out that 75% of the land in Utah.
In the 90s.
I think that was Nevada. It was very, very high percentage of the land, maybe 80% or so, in Utah is owned by the government. So it's not,
Settleable.
yeah, it's not incorporated. There's no, there's not a whole lot of businesses.
What was the reason for that?
To preserve the environment, to preserve, forest life, stuff like that.
Oh, why don't
Like, it
they?
was-
I mean, that's kind of bullshit. Why don't they do that around Appalachia?
I don't know.
Fuck it. That I didn't like that. Literal nothing. I was tired, hangry, cranky, and I just wanted a water. I just wanted a glass of water, and there was nothing. Ain't no sense in bitching about it now.
It was beautiful though. Utah is absolutely beautiful. The only thing I could complain about was the lack of anything. Just it was beautiful everywhere you went, but
There was nothing.
there's nothing.
That completely changed in Colorado,
Yeah, it did.
though. So now that we're kind of coming up on the end of the video, scale of 1 to 10, how would you rank Bryce Canyon?
Bryce Canyon. Well, seeing that I don't remember Zion, I would say this was really, really up there for me. I really liked Arches, but this topped Arches for me.
Really?
Even though we spent a lot of time in Arches, I think this, had we have spent more time, I would have enjoyed it more. But
Even though you were like,
as it was, I was absolutely terrified. But I would give this, maybe an 8 or so.
okay,
Rocky Mountain National Park's gonna get probably the highest. And
I can see
what was it, the
that.
Royal Gorge?
Royal Gorge, yeah. Royal Gorge.
Yep.
Yeah, I liked. So there's like the main little hoodoo on Queen's Garden. I keep wanting to say Queen's Guard. Anyways, I liked Bryce Canyon. I loved Bryce Canyon, and I didn't get like a video, but the sunset coming down over the horizon here was beautiful. I give it a 7.3. I like to say, honestly, this is probably my least favorite of all of
Wow.
the parks.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Unless you count Royal Gorge, but I don't think it's like a national park or whatever. But I feel like it's because we didn't spend enough time here. I really did enjoy it, but I just feel like we didn't get enough time or get to do enough. So next time we go, we'll dedicate probably a whole day to Bryce Canyon. But that's it for this video. We see you.
Bye.